All right, let's look at the homework 3.2, problem number 5. All right, so we want to find the first derivative and also the second derivative of this given function here. All right, so let's do that. All right, again, I'm going to rewrite the square root as 1/2 power. So you have a x to the 1/2 power times e to the x. Right, so we have two things multiplied together, so this is the product rule. Right, so let's do that. Right, f prime of x is equal to, right, derivative of the first guy is put 1/2 in front, x, and then subtract 1 from the power, so you have a negative 1/2, right, times the second, e to the x, right, plus, right, first guy, x to the 1/2 power, multiplied by derivative of e to the x, which is e to the x again, right? So since e to the x is in common, so I'm going to pull out the e to the x. So here, e to the x is pulled out. So I'm just pulling this guy and this guy here, right? Just that there's no reason to write it twice, right? All right, then we have this guy right here, which is going to be, if you want, we can rewrite it as, actually, since we have to take another derivative, so I'm not going to rewrite it. So this is going to be 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 power, and then you have plus x to the 1/2 power. All right, we have that. All right, let's type it in first. All right, so what we got was a quantity 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, right? And maybe I'll get rid of that. And then plus x to the 1/2 power. And then multiply by e to the x, right? Let's check the answer. All right, it came back. Looks like we found the correct first derivative. All right, so we're going to have to take another derivative. So second derivative. All right, so the second derivative is going to be, I'm going to probably come over here. So f double prime of x. All right. All right, now we have two things. So this is going to be our first guy, and this is going to be our second guy. All right. All right, take the derivative of the first. All right, so we're going to put the negative 1/2 in front. I'm going to go ahead and multiply with 1/2, so it's going to be a negative 1/4 x to the, all right, subtract 1 from negative 1/2 is negative 3/2. All right, and plus, and derivative of that is put 1/2 in front, x to the, subtract 1 from 1/2, negative 1/2, right? So this is the derivative of the first guy times the second, so you have a e to the x. All right, plus, all right, first guy, so I'm just gonna copy this, 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 power, and plus x to the 1/2 power. Multiply by derivative second guy, e to the x is again e to the x, right? And at least we can pull out the common factor, e to the x, e to the x, to make it look a little bit nicer. All right, so you have e to the x is outside now. All right, so we have this guy. So you have a negative 1/4 x to the negative 3/2 power. All right. And also we have a 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 power, and you have another 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 power. So if you combine that, you're going to get x to the negative 1/2 power, right? And the last one is x to the 1/2 power. So I'm going to put the plus x to the 1/2 power, right? So let's type it in. All right, so what we got was quantity, so it's a -1/4 x to the -3/2, and I'm going to get rid of the parentheses there, and the plus x to the -1/2 power. All right, so we have that. And the last one is x to the 1/2 power. Right, then we have e to the x. Right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got both of these guys correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.